everybody, Dale and Leanna here from Moments of Adventure. We're doing things a little bit differently this time because we lost some footage from our Parker, Arizona trip.
Anyway, great couple of videos coming your way, Parker, Arizona and Havasu, Arizona. First off, Parker, we stayed at, what was the campground?
Castlerockshores.
Castlerockshores, which if you guys don't know, it's on the Colorado River, downstream from Havasu, just below the dam. Great campground though. A lot of great people there. Our campsite was great. It was what, 20 yards from the river?
Yeah, riverfront.
And the campground was nice. It was, you know, when you first walk in or drive in, sometimes your first impressions are not the best because towards the front of the campground you got a lot of full-timers. And what I mean by full-timers are people that actually live there. That's their only place, which is great. I mean, I would love to live on the river as well, but a lot of when you stay at one spot year after year, you accumulate a lot of stuff. So there were some of those, but as you got closer to the river, you know, there was more of the weekend warriors, or the week warriors as we are, with just campers and toys and just everybody having a good time. Now, everybody was great, very friendly, very fun, very safe, very relaxed. It was good. It was.
No. The cool thing they did do, I think we only partook one day, is they came by with a drink cart. And I might have been because, again, it was Memorial Weekend. But you rolled the dice and you took the shot of whatever you rolled. So.
Yeah, so it was kind of fun. I think they tried to make it fun.
Now, that we did have a weird situation when we pulled in and we got our spot. It said it was 50 amp, but it was 30 amp. What was that situation?
Yeah, it was really strange because, you know, a 30 amp plug is different than a 50 amp plug, so usually you can tell right away what kind of ampage you have. Now, this is Arizona and it's hot, so
it's very hot.
Our trailer is 50 amp. We have 3 air conditioners. We got there, we plugged in, it had a 50 amp plug in. You turned on one air conditioner. I think you may have turned on a second, but as soon as that third one kicked in, boom, the breaker popped. I thought it had something to do with my surge protector, but when I had the surge protector plugged in, all green lights, no reverse grounds, you know, nothing suspect at all. So I did flip the breaker back on again, first air conditioner kicked in, and this time I think once the second air conditioner tried to kick in, boom, blew the breaker.
Yeah, we could only do 2.
Yeah.
We couldn't do 2, we could only do 1 at a time.
So I went back out there and I looked at the pole and it had a 50 amp plug, but it had a 30 amp breaker, which was very strange. So even though we had 50 amp plug plugged into it, anything over 30 amps, it was throwing the breaker. So I guess better safe than sorry, but not what we were looking for. So thank goodness no one was camping next to us. So I went up to the office, told them what was going on. They acted surprised, which, you know,
weird.
Surely someone else complained about that. You're in Arizona, you need air conditioning.
And it was hot, setting up was hot. I was dripping with sweat. We've not really stayed riverside before. Growing up, I was always, the river has undertones and a big current, and it does have a big current. I wouldn't necessarily float in my floaty out there. You got to stay close to the shore unless you're in a boat or a jet ski. And we were there for Memorial Weekend, so it was, I don't know if it was more crowded than normal or that amount of crowded is how it's like every weekend. But it's a very cool spot. The river is very neat. You can get in and there's lots of bars and restaurants down the river. And so in closer to Parker, where you can just ride your jet skis or your boat and stop and have lunch or a cocktail or whatever.
Yeah, and the best thing about it is it's Arizona, so it's side-by-side friendly. So there was one time that I think you and Allie drove the jet skis down, and I just met you with the side-by-side, 2 or 3 miles down the river, which was kind of fun.
Okay, we're at the boat dock right now. Getting ready to get dumped into the water. We're gonna go get some breakfast this morning on the lake and check it out. other thing you should know about the Riverside is that every afternoon they open the dam up and the water level comes up. Not a lot, probably a couple of feet, but enough that if you're sitting on the banks of the river, it will come up to you. So
yeah, it's noticeable. Most
it's
definitely.
noticeable, so
yeah.
you can definitely dip. That was every afternoon. I assume they only do that when the water's coming in. But the water of the Colorado is super clear. It is crisp and refreshing, even in Arizona, but it's really pretty.
And, you know, all you motorheads out there, boats galore with huge engines just flying down the river.
Big cigarette boats.
Yeah, big cigarette boats.
The other cool thing is, and it's a border river. So on the side we were at was Arizona, but on the other side of the river is California. Like, it's right there. And there are wild donkeys on the California side.
Did we get pictures of the wild donkeys?
We did not get pictures of we only saw 2 burros, and we did not get pictures of them, but they were very cute. And we're trying to get to 100 subscribers this year, so make sure to subscribe to our channel and like this video, and we'll see you next time in Lake Havasu.
Appreciate it, everybody. Are you covering up the